areas of learning to invest. That is getting a handle on your own financial situation now. Where are you today in your ability to invest and how to have peace of mind financially? Let's take a look at how we get a handle on our financial picture. This topic is called a budget. Now, I know that having and sticking to a budget has been emphasized over and over, but how many of us actually have a budget and live by it? I would guess that the percentage is very small. So, what is a budget? A budget is simply put a chart of income versus spending or expenses. On one side of the budget are any and all the money inflows or income streams that you may have. These include a monthly income, a sum that comes in at varied times during the year or even once a year. You include all the incomes that you are sure of receiving during the year. Some people average them and then add the proportional amount to the monthly income as a line item. Others add it in the month that it comes in. Either way is great. Just make sure you include it in the totals for the year. Don't, however, add something you just hope to receive. The other side of the budget are the expenses or costs that you have each month. These include the basic costs of living, including rent or mortgage, utility costs, which should be categorized by type. So that would be electricity, city service fees like sewer and water and garbage. Also include the amount for food and groceries, car payment, car insurance, home insurance, internet, phone, medical insurance and deductibles, life insurance, education expenses, child care, and any other normal and routine expenses that you must pay each month. Never forget about the additional expenses we all have, like eating out, vacations, and especially budgeting for the unforeseen expenses like car and appliance repairs. Just adding in a line item for those expenses helps you save for and plan ahead for those costs. If you see that you could reasonably reduce the times you eat out and save several $100s a month, that could then go to your investment funds. Just think how that could benefit you over the long run. Now, if we are looking at the income minus the expenses and want to improve the bottom line, especially with the intent to have more money to invest, just seeing those line item expenses is a great advantage. In regards to personal finance, let's explore some common mistakes people make. By understanding these pitfalls, we can equip ourselves to make informed financial decisions and build a secure future. Now, not creating a budget is the number one blunder. No budget equals total chaos with your finances, period. Most of us will use some sort of guidance system in order to get from one place to another, especially if we are headed to a new place we are unfamiliar with. We will Google Map or MapQuest it, or at least have GPS guidance to keep us on the right track to our destination. Yet, so many of us will spend our hard-earned money without a plan and guidance set up in advance. In other words, a budget. Even with a budget, we need to have realistic expectations of how things will work out and what the realities of life will be. That is why it is imperative to include some sort of emergency or what-if type of funds in every budget, as well as be on top of what is happening with both the income and expenses on a monthly, if not weekly basis. Not tracking the expenses is another major mistake that can derail our financial goals. Are we eating out too many times and thus literally eating up our future rather than keeping more to invest in our future? Are costs rising faster than our income stream? And do we need to adjust in some areas of our spending in order to balance the budget? Most people don't have the luxury that governments do. We can't simply print more money or tax someone extra to cover our expenses. So we need to keep track constantly of what we are spending and on what, and see where we need to make adjustments before the problem gets out of hand. A budget is your roadmap to financial success. Not having one makes it nearly impossible to track your spending and achieve your goals. When creating a budget, be realistic about your income and expenses. Don't underestimate how quickly small daily purchases can add up. Track everything you spend to identify areas where you can cut back and free up more money for savings and debt repayment. The only way that most wealthy and financially well-off people will use credit cards is for convenience, knowing that they can pay off completely the incurred debt by the due date and never allowing the card to get charged a late fee or allow the interest to accrue. Even the financially sound companies and corporations that I have worked with over the years will only use their credit card accounts as a convenience for purchases, knowing there will never be a rollover of the indebtedness into the next month. Be wise with credit card use. Make the credit card company your servant. Never become a slave to the card. If you follow this wise credit creed, you will be amazed at the freedom you feel, as well as be amazed at how quickly your credit score rises. High interest debt can quickly spiral out of control. The minimum payment on a credit card only covers the interest, not the principal balance. This means it takes longer to pay off the debt, and you end up paying more in interest. Consider the snowball or avalanche methods to tackle debt. The snowball method focuses on paying off the smallest debts first, giving you a sense of accomplishment and motivation. The avalanche method prioritizes paying off the debt with the highest interest rate, saving you the money in the long run. Now, emotional spending is one of the sure ways to break a budget and enslave a person to making exorbitant payments over long periods. When contemplating a purchase, large or small, my advice is to take time to consider it. Advertisers and merchants use the now psychology with great success. Yet, hardly ever is it true that you must buy now or lose the opportunity. The truth is that often simply waiting and thinking clearly about a purchase allows us to realize that we don't really need or want what we're looking at purchasing. Or it gives us time to find the item at a better price and quality. Get in the habit of looking at any purchase in relation to your own budget and actual life plan goals. Is the item so essential that busting the budget or delaying investing is more important? Or in some cases, you will see that it is actually within the budget and is a wise purchase. Impulse purchases can derail your best financial plans. Before you buy, ask yourself if you need it or just want it. Can you wait a day or two to see if the urge passes? Compare prices before making a purchase. There are many comparison shopping apps and websites available to help you find the best deals. Review your subscriptions regularly. Are you paying for services you don't use anymore? Cancel them to free up extra cash. Now, procrastination is the enemy of financial success. Don't delay saving for retirement and invest in instigating a wise investment plan. The power of compound interest means the sooner you start saving and investing in your future, the more your money will grow over time. Build an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses like car repairs or medical bills. Aim to save 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Don't ignore important financial decisions. Educate yourself and take action. Your future self will thank you. Investing can be a great way to grow your wealth, but it's important to avoid common mistakes. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your investments across different asset classes to mitigate risk. Don't blindly follow the crowd. Do your own research and understand the risks involved before investing in anything. And please avoid get-rich-quick schemes. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Financial literacy is essential for financial success. Invest the time and effort in setting up a budget, getting familiar with the changes you will need to make in order to manage your money better. Never allow things to get complacent regarding your finances. Be aware of ways you can adjust your budget and income to be in a better position to invest. As you're able to control your finances and gain an amount to invest, you will see a world of investment opportunity open up to you, and you will feel more confident about investing, knowing your basic life needs are met. Listen to those who have been successful investors and learn from their ideas. Consider your own personal risk level if what is suggested is something that feels good to you before ever taking the risk. In other segments, we will discuss many avenues of investing and managing your wealth accumulation, as well as how to have a happier life with freedom to make those choices. Please remember to hit the like button. I'll continue posting helpful episodes about investment and life skills. Thank you for joining me today.